Redditors who work at cemeteries and graveyards, what strange and scary stuff have you witnessed? It started as a dare. My friends and I were hanging out late one night, bored and looking for something to do. Someone suggested we check out the old graveyard on the edge of town, a place rumored to be haunted. I didn't believe in ghosts, but I wasn't one to back down from a challenge. The graveyard was small and overgrown, with cracked headstones and gnarled trees that seemed to loom closer the further we walked in. The air felt thick, colder than it should have been for a summer night. My flashlight beam wavered as I scanned the rows of graves. "Let's split up," one of my friends joked. No one laughed. We stayed close together until we found the oldest grave, a crumbling headstone dated 1836. "They say if you knock on the grave 3 times and ask a question, you'll hear an answer," my friend Sarah said, her voice teasing but shaky. "Go ahead," I said, trying to sound braver than I felt. Sarah crouched down and knocked 3 times. "Is anyone here?" she whispered. For a moment there was only silence. Then faintly we heard what sounded like a sigh, a low rasping exhale. Sarah jumped back and we all froze. "It's probably the wind," I said, though my throat felt dry. But then we heard it again. This time it wasn't a sigh. It was a whisper, faint but clear. "Go." We bolted. No one stopped running until we were back at the car, panting and too scared to speak. We laughed nervously, chalking it up to our imaginations, and promised to forget about it. But the next day things got worse. I woke up to find dirt smeared across my bedroom floor, leading from the window to my bed. My shoes, caked in mud, were sitting by the door, even though I was sure I'd left them in the closet. That night as I tried to sleep, I heard faint whispers. At first I thought it was the wind again. But the whispers grew louder and I realized they were coming from under my bed. My heart pounded as I forced myself to look. There was nothing there, only the shadows stretching too far, as if something invisible was hiding just beyond the edge of the light. The whispers followed me for days. They came from corners, from closets, from the dark spaces where the light didn't reach. And they always said the same thing: "Go." Desperate, I called Sarah and the others. They admitted they'd been hearing things too, seeing shadows that didn't belong, feeling cold fingers brushing their arms. We knew we had to go back. We returned to the graveyard with a flashlight and salt, hoping to apologize to make it stop. At the old grave, Sarah knocked 3 times again, her voice trembling as she whispered, "We're sorry. Please leave us alone." For a long moment there was only silence. Then the whisper came again, clearer than before, "Stay." We didn't. We ran and never went back. But the whispers didn't leave me. Sometimes late at night I still hear them. They don't say "go" anymore. Now they say my name. Like and subscribe for more.